Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Colin C back from the Crypto Boys. I've got a great episode for you today. What we're going to do is we're going to dive into the charts of Bitcoin. We're going to dive into some things that I think have been overlooked and why I am still bullish as ever. So stay tuned, guys. I think you're going to like what I got for you. All right, so the first thing I want to do is just have a conversation, right? Joe and I, the Crypto Boys here, are still buying like crazy. We are still adding to our portfolios. We even added a little bit of XRP today. And a couple things that I do want to go over is Bitcoin. Where is it going? Where has it been? And why I think this dip is a completely normal one. I think that there's some things that people have been looking at that's too. I understand. I completely get that history typically tends to repeat itself in some way or another. But I think in the crypto world, people have been too over the top about applying this exact bull run, this exact 2017 bull run, bear market, whatever it is, data to this one, and everybody's pissed off now because it's not running exactly how it was in the time frame or the way it's running as far as price action goes. I'm going to show you why they're kind of right but also kind of wrong. The very first thing I want to do is jump into TradingView, so let's do that real quick. All right, guys, so I've got TradingView pulled up here, and there's a couple things that I really think is important that I want to look at. Actually, I didn't even mention the studio. How about the new studio? We've got a bunch of cool things coming, but this Crypto Boy sign, like, come on, that's awesome. Let's be honest. All right, so I want to jump into something. This is the 3-month chart, okay? And what I want to show you here is 68, almost 69,000 for our all-time high, right? And then we had this major pullback that we're still on, which we're hovering in the 41,000 mark, okay? So it's not that huge of a pullback, but obviously, you know, it's still sizable for the overall market especially with the market cap and all that stuff. But I don't want to get into it too crazy. I just want to go over the functionality of what I'm seeing in this pullback. So we're looking at 68,000 pulling back to 41,000. This is the span of 3 months. Right now is to the day of 3 months when it started to pull back, because the all-time high was on November 10th. I think it's January 11th, but whatever, January 10th, and we're at 41,000 right now. I could still see us sitting down here for another month or so, maybe even longer. And we've been actually saying this on the Crypto Boys channel for a while. I know that I got a bunch of heat for it when we first started, where I'm like, I could see it going under 40,000, which we did dip around that, 39,000 mark already. I could see it even potentially going lower than that. That doesn't mean it will, but this pullback is all normal if you compare it to other pullbacks in this same bull run. So we're, kind of comparing apples to apples in this realm versus a lot of people comparing more of like fruit to fruit versus apples to apples, which is a lot more comparable. So here's the latest 3-month chart. Now I want to show you what just happened a few months ago, so stick with me here. All right, so the next thing I want to go over that I think is very important is the 3 months basically prior to this, or 4 months prior to this, our latest all-time high, which happened here just a few months ago. Now I want to go over what happened in the middle of this bull run back in April, okay? So we're looking at April 10th or so, we hit 64,000, or I guess April 14th, we hit 64,000, almost 65,000, and then experienced somewhat of a major pullback like we're in right now. And it took us to all the way down to $29,000, right? So let's get this on TradingView so you can see it. So 64,000 all the way down. This was an ugly time if you were in crypto. Some of you probably weren't even in crypto at this point in time, but I remember this pullback like it was yesterday, and it hurt. But we went all the way down to $28,000 on this pullback that already happened in this bull run. So just a few months prior, then that's when we started to make our move up. Do you guys have any idea how long that was? That was exactly 4 months and 7 days. So 4 months and 7 days of another pullback that was just like the one we're going through right now. The exact same type of pullback that we are going through right now just happened from April to mid-July. This is normal. This is normal, and I want to at least go over that. The price action looks great. The charts look great. I think we're probably even going to go lower. It wouldn't surprise me if we hit $35,000, but it's not something that I'm panic selling. I'm 100% a bull on this market. I think that we're going to go up and up. I think the pullback is normal. I think it's just fine, and it may be even longer than we think. Now that leads me to the next point. Why is it going to be longer than we think? I kind of hit on this in the beginning of the video, but there has been some mistakes made, but I'm sure we've made some, obviously, and I'm sure, other YouTubers as well, but I don't like it how people tend to compare previous bull runs, and I went over this just a second ago, but to this bull run, because everything is so different, and it makes me a little angry when everybody's like, oh, the bull run was a month last year. Oh, it's 2 months this year. It's you can compare the likes of it as like I said earlier, like a fruit to a fruit, but nothing is going to be an apple to an apple or an orange to an orange in crypto. Yes, can they be about 4 to 5 years? Sure. Can they be longer? Absolutely. Why can't they? Crypto is evolving. We're having more mass adoption than we've ever seen, especially at the Bitcoin level. And you're saying some things aren't going to be screwed up, that there's going to be some manipulation and price action? Absolutely. First thing I want to go over here is Goldman Sachs. $100,000 Bitcoin endorsement could buoy digital gold, right? So you've got big, massive companies jumping on and buying Bitcoin and telling you to hold it. So Goldman Sachs, the only thing I really got out of this article that I wanted to show you guys was, when it comes to Bitcoin, claims the cryptocurrency has 20% share of the store value market. It's going to keep going up. Even I think it's eventually going to obviously pass the market cap of gold. The boomers are probably still a little bit more into collecting gold and hodling their gold, right? But the digital currency is changing things. I've even had people in my own life and in my own circle who are changing their mindset and dabbling into crypto, and they're getting in at later and later and later in age. Yes, the younger group, they know they're getting into it. That's fine. But how do we get the people who are, 45 to 60 to 70 to 80 years old to start believing in digital currency, that it's not some fake money, or it's not something that they have to hold forever to make it go up, right? And that is happening right now with people that are teaching them slowly about what this could value. And so Goldman Sachs article is another great thing to look at. Next up that I have that I want to just look at just very quickly is going to be Bitfarm buying the Bitcoin dip. They were advised not to. Obviously, they did not listen, and they are going to buy more. Is that the people who are for sure about Bitcoin are always going to be for sure about it. They believe in it more than ever. This dip does not scare them at all. They are buying more. El Salvador bought more. There are tons of whale buys out there right now. If you guys go look at Etherscan, oh my gosh, there's whale buys everywhere, which I do suggest doing. It's a little complicated, and I don't even have it all down yet, but it is worth looking at. The second thing I want to go over that's being made mistakes when you're comparing history to current issues right now is going to be the pandemic. The pandemic has manipulated this market in so many different ways. Not enough people are realizing that it's going to change the way the cycle is currently moving. It's going to happen, people. You've got to look at it through a new light of this is not 2017, it's 2022. And we went through the three worst years economically of probably our existence. I mean, obviously there's, Great Depression, you got other things, but for my existence, for sure, of my 31 years on this planet, by far the worst. So you have got to think about, how is that manipulating the market right now? And the people who can and has the ability to do that, how are they doing that? So it is changing things, with things changing so quickly. Every single day a new news article is written. This is not the 2017 bull run. This is the 2022 bull run. So start to understand that, listen, this is going to change. This is going to be, I think we are going to hit somewhere around 100K. I think we might even hit more now. I'm more bullish than I've ever been, but we cannot keep comparing, especially what we've went through in the last 3 years, from 17 to now, or even before that 13 to now, whatever case you want to make there. Okay. So I do want to make that clear. And I think it's important for you guys to understand that that's where we're sitting to as the crypto boys. We don't want to see our money get lost. We want to make more money too, and we want you guys to make more money. That's why we're on here. That's why I built this badass studio. And I don't need to keep saying this, but I think it is important. Remember, history never ever actually completely repeats itself. It's never perfect. It's never in the same way. It's always disguised as something different. That is the exact same thing with markets. That is the exact same thing with crypto, with stocks, with your money, with your portfolios and everything. But if you look over time, what is the one thing the stock market has done? What is the one thing the crypto market has done? What's one thing it has done that you can say, yep, Colin, it has 100% repeated itself in this manner? It's went up. It has went up. So if you're buying and you're investing and you're willing to not panic sell, you are going to make money. Now, obviously, there's ways to make a lot more money in that, and watch your investments and buy at the low and sell at the high and then reinvest it back in. Not financial advice. That's what we're doing. You do what you got to do. But again, you are going to make money. If you're willing to not panic sell, to not look up everything, not sweat over this crazy dip that's not even that crazy, calm down, take a chill pill, hang out with your family, chill out a little bit, let your money do its thing, let the markets do its thing. You ain't got enough money to change it anyways. And I think good things are going to happen. And I truly believe that you're going to see over a 6-digit Bitcoin this bull run. Ultimately, that is why I wanted to get on here today. I want to discuss truly my thoughts on Bitcoin, where I think it's going, where I think it's been, why you can't compare this to this, and why I think we're still in complete bull market. I think it's probably going to be another month before we even see some crazy price action. Might even be 2 months, who knows? But if you hodl and if you're willing to let your money sit there and just work for you, good things will happen in 2022. This will be the year you make the most money of your life, because your money will now be making you money while you're sleeping. All right, as always, guys, we really do appreciate you guys being with this channel. It has blown up more than we ever thought possible. When we first started this thing, like it's something that we never thought would happen. So we do appreciate you guys and liking and subscribing. It tremendously helps out the channel. We come on here every day. We've got full-time jobs to help you guys out, tell you what we're actually doing with our money, with our trades, what coins and projects we're looking at. As always, guys, we do appreciate you guys being with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube, and I'm out.